In this episode of Watching the Watchers, we're talking about police officers and body cameras. In Watching the Watchers, we keep tabs on law enforcement. We keep tabs on individual police officers, prosecutors, politicians, judges, anybody who's involved in the criminal justice system. A lot of the times, we're highlighting where there are problems with any one of these people or any one of these agencies, but we do like to also call it out when there are good things happening. This is one of those stories. This article came from the KTAR.com by the AP. It says MCSO Sheriff Penzone, confident body cameras will help Phoenix police. So MCSO is the Maricopa County Sheriff's Office officers, and Sheriff Penzone is the sheriff there, and he's got some pretty amazing quotes in this article, which really hammers home the fact that body cameras are a good thing. Recently, the Phoenix police just turned on a number of body cameras, and MCSO is doing the same thing. Sheriff Penzone says he told KTAR News 92.3 on right around August 12th that he was cautious at first, but he said, "We've seen that body cameras help our deputies recognize the heightened level of accountability so they're better at their job," which is exactly right. The reason why we as defense attorneys want body cameras is exactly because of that. If the police say something happened, we want to see it. We want to see that it happened, because we've seen too many times where police will say one thing happened and our clients, who we trust predominantly more than we trust the police, will say it didn't happen at all that way, and they will swear on it up and down. Unfortunately, it's a he said, she said situation. Without other objective evidence like a body camera, we can't come to the proper conclusion. And it's very difficult to convince a jury that the police are lying. They just automatically presume that the defendant is lying, even though that's not the situation. They rely on the police because the police are wearing a badge, because our society has sort of been inculcated into think that the police are 100% foolproof. It's also something where if people, from a defendant standpoint, if they're having problems with the police, if they're saying the police did something wrong, if they did something that was unethical, if they were violating some of the rules or policies or procedures or protocols, the police have a defense now. Then the police can go back and say, no, we did everything by the book. Here's the evidence to prove it. So I really wanted to basically congratulate and give a hat tip over to Sheriff Penzone for recognizing that. He also said later in the interview that oftentimes when we're accused of things, we're able to go to the video and show how it was perceived, and how it was perceived was not actually how it occurred. Excuse me, which is exactly right. It's as I said earlier. How it was perceived was not actually how it occurred. So there are situations on the side of the road where police and people who are getting stopped by the police get confrontational. Things happen very quickly. One party interprets it one way, one party interprets it another way, and then when they go back to analyze it, they have two totally different views, and that's where a lot of the miscommunication takes place. So with the actual body cams recording everything that happened, we're able to now look to objective material and see exactly what is going on. So the Black Mountain Precinct on Cave Creek will finish the project that began in April of installing these body cameras. Phoenix Police Chief Jerry Williams says that they will have more than 1,200 cameras to work with the Phoenix Police Department. They can record for 12 straight hours. They will review all of these periodically. A team of 30 people will be doing that. They have a whole division with the MCSO who's going to be conducting regular audits on these cameras, which is a move just absolutely in the right direction. Absolutely in the right direction. There is some evidence where Penzone is saying that this is technology. Technology can fail. People can forget to turn it on and those types of things. But that really shouldn't be an excuse. He says, if, quote, if the camera isn't active, now we don't get a benefit of the doubt. There is an expectation that we had some purpose for not turning the camera on, which the majority of the time is not the case. So when the camera's on, they get the benefit of the doubt, but if the camera's not on, they don't get the benefit of the doubt anymore. The cameras can record for 12 hours. We have seen a lot of situations where police will turn their body cameras on and off multiple times. We see it particularly, or had seen it very frequently out of Scottsdale, where the police would click it on, click it off, click it on, click it off. And there'd be separate segments of these different videos that we would have to piece together and then identify where the gaps were, why were there gaps. So this is something that is a move in the right direction. Very happy to see that the sheriff is recognizing that. Very happy to see that 1,200 cameras are being added to the Phoenix Police Department. We think this is a good thing. We think that this is going to help shine light on what is happening out there on the road. And so we want to just give our hat tip to Paul Penzone, Sheriff Penzone, for doing the right thing and actually coming out and saying that although he was cautious at first, he's recognizing the value of the body cameras. So this is something that we bring to you on Watching the Watchers just to keep you updated about what's going on in the criminal justice world in Arizona. If you're looking for more tips, if you'd like to stay apprised of any of the most recent developments, hit the subscribe button, hit the like, follow us so you're updated and notified about anything that's going on. We look forward to continuing to deliver the news to you through these other sources. Thanks for watching.